Alex Earl might actually have to speak up.
Alex Earl saying racist things on the N-word.
She also bullied POC girls in high school for their hair texture and shouted on the streets for Mexicans to go back where they came from.
That's a pretty insane level of growth that it would take.
TikToker Alex Earl is in hot water, and it looks like ignoring her fans and her past is going to lead to a Brooke Schofield 2.0. So let's get into it. I don't know where to begin, so let's just start with this headline. Millionaire, wow. Gen Z influencer Alex Earl under fire after alleged posts with racial slurs surface. Alex Earl is 23 years old and she started her career on TikTok. I've actually seen her there before. She has 4 million followers on Instagram and more than 7 million on TikTok. And it looks like she's worth $6 million, which is crazy at 23 years old. I've also heard her vlogs are very popular, so good for her. But look at what this article writes. She's beloved for her get ready with me videos, carefree attitude, and picture perfect party lifestyle. But social media users have unveiled some unseemly posts from her past that could sour her stardom. I mean, we just saw a lot of this go down with Brooke and Tana. I'm not entirely sure how related this is, so let's go ahead and see. Is this like a kind of a comparable situation to what Brooke has been going through? Reddit users published alleged screenshots of posts from Alex made in 2014, which included. It looks like she's posting using the N, which I still don't understand. Like, did she grow up in Florida? I don't understand what inclines someone to do that. I could proudly say I've never used any type of racial slur. I guess Ask FM is the platform in which she was caught using these kind of terms. It was founded in 2010, and I actually remember it's like a website you could use and anonymously receive questions from people. It was a great way for people to spread hate online because you can go and just say whatever you want to someone in your class and they would never know who it is. So I mean, personally, I received some of the nastiest messages I've ever seen in my life. Like, YouTube couldn't ever compare. Now, people are on Reddit and they're trying to prove that these screenshots are in fact from her account because the username and the picture are both Alex from back in the day. And, you know, she is a celebrity now, but I don't know anyone who would want to go and like, you know, act like they were her back then when she was irrelevant and much younger. Here are some examples. We're definitely going to go and censor some of the terms that she is using. And I'll go ahead and give you a second with these on the screen because I'm not going to go ahead and read these because they're pretty short and just nasty. Now, Alex has not made any public statements denying or affirming these accusations or the authenticity of the posts. And even though she's ignoring this and we don't know exactly if it's her, even though I have a feeling it could be. I mean, what is this trend? Is there something in the water? Like, is this just America at this point? I'm like really disappointed and disheartened, but you know, there's a reaction, there's consequences. And if she's not going to call these out and call them out as fake, which I feel like if they were, any decent person would make that clear, she's going to see this play out. I mean, she's already kind of losing brand deals. At least it appears so.
Alex Earl might actually have to speak up now that she's publicly losing business deals. If you're not aware, Alex Earl's old Tumblr posts have been resurfacing of her using racial slurs. She was 14 at the time of posting these. Her not apologizing or addressing her audience is leaving a bad taste in people's mouths. And over the weekend, Larsa Pippen and her brand decided to drop Alex Earl publicly, posting these 2 Instagram stories stating that they refuse to work with anyone who condemns racism. Let me know your thoughts below.
So the fans want answers. At the time of publication, Alex has not made any public statements about the accusations or had responded to multiple requests for comment from Fortune, which is a reputable magazine. Like, you respond to Fortune when they reach out. Fans have started calling on Alex to either confess or apologize or prove the allegations were false or fabricated. I mean, she was 14 years old there, which makes me even question, like, what environment is a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid in where they are like conditioned to say this, especially online. This person commented, Alex, you need to address the elephant in the room. This person tweeted, girls tweeting the N-word in the past online and having it come to surface like Alex Earl is absolutely crazy to me. I'm a white girl and doing that has never crossed my mind. It's also trashy AF. It genuinely shocks me every time I see influencers have done that, which is actually like I mean, a little bit more of a rough delivery, but exactly how I feel about this. This person writes, it's so crazy how people pick and choose. Brooke has been through hell because of that racist tweet she's made and even apologized. But Alex Earl is outside getting drunk, partying, making TikToks like nothing happened. She definitely has the blonde, popular, mean girl syndrome. Now, I don't know about all of that. I mean, she has been out living her best life, but I do think it's fascinating when we see influencers take the David Dobrik approach where they just don't address anything. This person tweeted, Alex Earl is giving me the ick until she comes out and speaks on this matter. Like, girl, are you racist or not? Let's talk about where these screenshots came from, because someone from Alex's past has these and we're sitting on them waiting for a moment to deliver.
But whoever put this on Reddit left a little comment because I think they went to school with her. Okay, so maybe she didn't go to school with them, but let me read to you what the poster said. Alex Earl saying racist things and the N-word when she was 15. She also bullied POC girls in high school for having their hair texture and shouted on the streets of Red Bank, New Jersey for Mexicans to go back where they came from. I've posted these before and she has blocked me and it didn't go viral, so hopefully this time people can see who she is and that she doesn't deserve this platform. They also got blocked by her, and I can show you that if you want to. This user thought that was the picture they posted.
I mean, that sounds really intense. Those are some pretty damning accusations. People online are bleeding because they love Alex. Please tell me Alex did not say the N-word. Another person wrote, damn, I was an Alex Earl fan too, but I saw the proof I needed. Shaking my head. This person tweeted, I can say I never liked Alex Earl now that she's getting exposed. Another person wrote, Alex, as a person of color who watches you religiously, your actions hurt. The fact that you won't even address it, but you happily address other topics that may not cast you in the best light, it comes off as you just not caring enough about the people of color who support you. If you did care, you'd address it. Even if it was 10 years ago, it was still wrong and not okay. And then to delete comments, come on, Alex. One person screenshotted her story and said, why post black people if you can't even address the racist tweets? So yeah, it looks like Alex is doing everything but addressing this, which is going to hurt those like true fans who really care about her, who just want to know what her thoughts are. I mean, maybe once she speaks it into existence, she's worried that everyone's going to drag her like Brooke, but either way, it's coming on, so she might as well get ahead of it.
Spend the day with me in New York City. Hair and makeup got there at 7 a.m. for Fanatics Fest, and I was struggling a little bit because I only got 3 hours of sleep from the night before. The Leah-Alex duo was a little dangerous. We went to brunch, we got some mimosas, we hung out with Sarah, Allison, Isaac, and Sally. We were actually still starving when we got here too, so we got so much food, but we ate it all, and then afterwards we went for a little shopping spree. Isaac and Allie were looking for something, and we were the Champagne supporters, and the Dolphins had a preseason game, so I was in the corner watching that. After this, I got Chinese food, went home, and I went to bed at like 10 p.m. Bye.
One person noted that no response is a response. With another writing, time to explain, Alex. This person claims that she went to the same high school as Alex, and they're not surprised by her past, saying that she's a rich, entitled, pretty blonde white girl who will never have to work a day in her life. Nothing about her was ever relatable. Another person noted that no one's really dropped her yet, besides that one brand that started to put out those statements, so they suspect that this will actually get swept under the rug, which I think is kind of scary because I feel like it's easier to deal with it now than it will be in like 2 more years when it gets brought up again. Though it does look like they are monitoring the situation because social media is starting to delete posts that are calling Alex out or comments that are trying to ask her to address this. It actually looks like her team is working overtime. One person wrote that Alex's lawyers threatened legal action to DWKT podcast. In the most recent episode of the WDKT podcast, Ali and Jesse talk about how Alex's lawyers threatened them with a lawsuit and claimed they violated 12 civil and criminal laws because they were posting her N-word screenshots on their subreddit, which is something they have no control over. She's just going to throw money at this to suppress people from talking and never address it. Well, shoot, then we'll see how long this video is up on YouTube.
Speaking of weird ass people who have a lot of money and just try to make things go away, Alex Earl had her lawyers email us. I have to say it. I can't keep it in. It is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. They emailed us, first of all, thinking that we have any control or association with our subreddit, even though it is stated multiple times on every single post that we have no affiliation with that. We don't moderate it. Yeah. We don't have any access to it. And either way, her lawyer contacted us and said that we have violated their copyright. Oh, no. We have violated
like a dozen
1,000
laws,
rights. Yeah,
according
it
to this
gave
email,
Janet a little
including
bit.
like money laundering or something. Like it's Janet level, like you're gonna go to jail for years.
It's so scary when there are influencers or actors or anyone in Hollywood using lawyers like this, because they definitely use the legal system and use it incorrectly, unethically, to try to scare people like myself. This person wrote, I think suing for trademark over the tweets because of an effing Reddit account with no association to the podcast needs to be blasted everywhere. Actually, thinking about this, I think it shows that she 100% is taking ownership of these tweets or these Ask M's or Tumblr posts or whatever they are, because she's trademarking them, so she's claiming that she owns them, claiming that she's entitled to the rights to them, probably because she's the author.
Yeah,
but it was
you're
the
wondering
weirdest shit ever.
why this would even happen, because we haven't spoken about Alex Earl in a while. It's because someone posted on our subreddit on the like heels of the Brooke Schofield stuff. Well, Alex Earl apparently has her fair share of a racist past with using the N-word a lot on her Ask FM. And so people posted screenshots of that in our subreddit. And her lawyer said that they have a trademark to that, which is like, you trademarked her racist Ask FM things? Like,
Literally,
what?
I was like, oh, that's a creative tactic. It is crazy to me that instead the method to get rid of this, because that's, first of all, unrealistic to begin with, but is to trademark them and try and get people like to
Copyright
legally
takedown.
That is insane. Like you're only like Streisand effects in
I was
full
flabbergasted.
force.
Alex's lawyers going after this podcast just made her situation so much worse. Now, there are a lot of people who are defending Alex, with one person writing, wait away, she was a child. Another person writes, get over it. Another person writes, nah, she's good. So there are a lot of people who are supportive of Alex and just want this to go away probably as badly as she wants it to.
I know we're going to go through the cycle of like, she was like 14 years old and these were a joke and she's grown now. But to be just like using that word, you know, and it's just like really giving me pause to who we give these platforms to. But all of these people make a ton of money because we look at their content. And it's not that big of a surprise. The fact is that it's just a really big disappointment. And for anyone who like wants to say like that, you know, you can grow out of that kind of perspective, if you're using the N-word and you think it's a joke or you think it is whatever, that's a pretty insane level of growth that it would take.
Now, it looks like Fortune is determined on exposing this, which I think is fascinating because, well, I don't know who like at Fortune is out after Alex Earl, but go ahead. They're interviewing a lot of people, and one talent manager commented and said, when trust is broken, followers often disengage, reducing the influencer's ability to impact and inspire their audience. So if this doesn't affect her right now and with the sponsors, this person, Tony, suggests that it will. Now, this article is comparing Alex's situation to Brooke's. Alex's exposure also happened the same week as Brooke Schofield, an influencer, podcaster, and actress. She's come under fire for past racist posts, some that are a little bit more pointed. I mean, one that's talking about Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman, and it gets really bad. Brooke, though, has issued 3 apologies for the posts that she has made as a teenager, but from Alex Earl, it has been crickets. And this is a move a lot of public relations and communication specialists would say is a big mistake. Quote, Alex needs to own her mistakes and act fast, apologize sincerely, show personal growth, and make it clear she's committed to learning from this. Ignoring or downplaying the issue will only amplify the backlash and prolong the damage. One man working in crisis communication says that this situation underscores a harsh reality for influencers. Your digital past is never truly behind you. So we'll be keeping an eye out for Alex Earl and what she decides to do next. She's got a huge platform and a podcast that she could easily go and address these things. So if she does, I would be surprised. I also would be surprised if this actually blew up any bigger, because I have a feeling that she has a big team behind her, some really like nasty lawyers who are ready to go and send out lawsuits. So they're going to shut this down real quick. So if you're watching this video, it might be out for like a day. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's one of those kind of videos, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.